At this very moment, Bitcoin is unquestionably sliding below the 60,000 threshold that was mentioned in the video that was released today. Exactly 4 hours ago, I sent out this tweet. The market started to tumble around that time, and Bitcoin is currently trading at $59,000 for a single unit. Make sure it has extra time to bleed. How much lower is it possible for XRP to go? Try your luck. There is no way to know for certain whether the price will fall to 20 cents, but I am absolutely getting ready for a substantial downward adjustment. In the event that this occurs, the implementation of the AA rules on the 30th has the potential to cause a severe interruption to the system. The people who are now holding XRP, on the other hand, should disregard all of the hype. To show our appreciation for your perseverance throughout this episode, we will continue to share information with you and reward you abundantly for your sagacity. When we show you exactly what has been going on behind closed doors for a considerable amount of time, you will be shocked to learn that the Federal Reserve has been hacked. This cannot be true. Let us pause for a moment to contemplate the situation before we delve into the particulars. To what extent is it likely that we are currently undergoing a profound shift, that everyone is aware of the idea of generating money from nothing, and that we have now acquired the necessary infrastructure? In point of fact, you are absolutely right when you talk about the infrastructure. An attempt to hack into the Federal Reserve System has been made. A group that is notorious for spreading ransomware has asserted that they have gained access to the Federal Reserve of the United States of America and stolen 33 terabytes of classified material. The most exciting aspect is that they asserted to possess some delicious financial stuff, which included secrets about American finance and these dummies at the Federal Reserve who could merely click a mouse. The printing of billions of dollars might be accomplished with just a single click. Upon their return to the Federal Reserve, they provided the following advice: you had better hire another negotiator within the next 48 hours and fire this clinical idiot who believes in nothing. A $50,000 offer had been made to these individuals out of thin air. It is estimated that the value of bank secrecy in the United States is $50,000. Go ahead and press that marvelous like button. But what are the possibilities of that happening? This is the end of God. Within the year 2016, the World Bank was already aware of the function of XRP. We are discussing a hack at this time. In the video, there is a demonstration of a secure system, and this is comparable to that presentation. Keep in mind that this is going to be an exciting episode, and I would want to express my gratitude to Mr. Manny and the Ciphers for donating some of the video that will be featured in this episode. This is taken from the website of the World Bank. There is no way for the general public to get their hands on the paper that I am looking for. On the World Bank website, we searched through a number of dates, and we even looked through the online archives on the web machine, but we were unable to find them. At this moment, the only PDF that we are looking for is the one that we are now seeking. Utilization of this digital fiat currency is currently available. The World Bank of Malaysia completed its work with this digital fiat money in the year 2016. What's the significance of this at this specific moment in time? We should pay attention to what the BRICS nations have to say. They only stated that it would require a significant amount of time and effort to resolve those concerns. On a regular basis, I keep hearing that nobody is talking about it. On the other hand, there are some people who believe that people do not appear to be very familiar with the BRIC chats that we are not having. Creating a currency for BRIC-based transactions. In a previous statement, I suggested that the primary focus may be on the construction of a mechanism or requirements for a system of trade that utilizes national currencies. Because of this, there would be no restrictions placed on trade, and the government would no longer be able to control our finances. It was up for discussion regarding the financial system. Following this, we will proceed with the discussion of possible instruments and systems. As one of the Council of Experts centers, we do not own a miracle drug that is capable of resolving this issue. However, we do have a complete industry inside our expert council that is working to address this category of issues. And you take note of the fact that she asserts that nobody really cares about the brickwork arguments, and as a result, people aren't really familiar with them. Adjust their point of focus. Those that engage in spamming will not sit there and watch someone interpret a woman or any other gender speaker. We will not be establishing a single currency at this time. Rather than that, they are stating that they want to have a genuine trade system and that they would employ national currencies in order to level the playing field. To be sure, I am aware that this strategy could not be completely sensible in all circumstances. But wow, when I say that we should have a national banking system and a level playing field, that is exactly what I am going to show you in this. The use of national currency suggests that there is a dominating player in the market, despite the fact that efforts are being made to level the playing field by introducing new financial infrastructure. Take note of this. This is completely ridiculous, yet if you open up this PDF, you can read what the World Bank in Malaysia had to say about XRPP and Ripple in the year 2016. Not only do they suggest supranational currencies, but they also contend that digital fiat currency is not what it seems to be as well. As instances of global currencies, they point to XRP and Ripple, which is how we came to the conclusion that BRICS is correct. In point of fact, this is the strategy that we will implement. Not only will we make use of national currencies, but we will also put in place the essential frameworks or preliminaries in order to make it possible for a trading system to be implemented that makes use of these currencies. In order to remove any potential barriers to trade, this PDF makes it abundantly apparent that it is absolutely confidential and should not be distributed. Having said that, taking into consideration our knowledge with the World Bank, the selection of language in this instance is really important. Ripple and XRP will be the ones to give the initial layer of the foundation for the financial systems. In spite of the fact that there will be other parties present, Ripple, and more specifically XRP, as well as the introduction of another document, will play substantial roles. In all likelihood, you are all familiar with the World Bank, right? What is the likelihood that the World Bank will include XRP into its operations? Stablecoins for cross-border payments allows companies to sell cross-border payments by transferring XRP through the Ripple network. This allows businesses to sell those payments. This results in liquidity that is available on demand, in addition to the release of Ripple's RLUSD, which, as stated previously, provides additional utility. In light of the fact that the XRP ledger has the potential to rapidly and widely adopt a worldwide stablecoin, a global currency that is regulated solely by the incentives of a private enterprise, how is it possible for individuals to ignore this and not take a chance? Listen to this, if you please. Oh my goodness, I am unable to. What a remarkable thing this is. My words cannot adequately describe the underdesign that I am about to convey to you. It's hard for me to accept that this is just a coincidence. We are familiar with the ideals that serve as the foundation for the FNET. In light of this information, you are in a position to firmly state that Ripple will not be included in or excluded from the next financial infrastructure, and this interpretation would be completely appropriate. It's fine, that's not a problem. You will be at a disadvantage in accordance with principle number 6, which is division, labor, and competition. This is due to the fact that these are the fundamental designs, and you are aware that they must be implemented. One of the primary objectives of the public sector is to provide the rails, which may include the fundamental laws and regulations that private financial institutions can operate on in order to encourage constructive competition. This objective is based on the fact that organizations from both the public and commercial sectors are involved in the process of creating the FNET. Please take the time to carefully read this section. Creating open platforms and level playing fields amongst private players can not only encourage innovation but also reduce the amount of money that users have to pay for rent. The primary objectives would be to ensure that there is a level playing field to facilitate the rapid and widespread acceptance of a worldwide stable coin and possibly even a global currency that is managed solely by the incentives of a private corporation. All of these objectives would be accomplished through the use of an open platform. There is a possibility that the sector will foster innovation and reduce costs for final consumers. Do you know what I mean? It is almost certain that I will connect the economies of more than 200 countries, particularly their infrastructures that are associated with payments and securities. Additionally, we ought to be able to enhance our mutual comprehension of the means by which the varied economies of the approximately 200 countries that make up the world might be tied together. Last but not least, we need to make sure that the system is operational. We are working to establish a level playing field. Blockchains serve as a universal bridge that connects all cryptocurrencies, and we use its capabilities. What is it that fosters an atmosphere that is neutral and fair? By doing so, the utilization of digital asset liquidity has the potential to dramatically improve democratic processes.